Hey, I'm Tim. Look, you don't want to drop real money on a lawnmower for your small yard that either bogs down in thick grass or dies halfway through the season. I tested all 5 of these based on cutting power, battery life, ease of use, and actual real-world performance on tight spaces. And here's the thing, one of these completely surprised me. I expected the expensive robot mower to dominate, but the results tell a different story. Let's dive in. If you haven't subscribed to Tim's Top 5 yet, hit that button so you don't miss next week's ranking. Right out of the box, this thing is light, 12 pounds. I'm not joking, my teenager could handle this. It's a compact cordless electric with a brushless motor, 3 cutting heights, and it comes with 2 4.0 Ah batteries plus a charger. The motor runs at 500 RPM and mulches clippings right back onto the lawn, so no bagging needed. Here's where I tested it. First, I tried it on my regular grass at the standard 1.6-inch height. Motor stayed smooth, no bogging, cut was clean. Then I pushed it through some overgrown sections and heavier growth. The motor held up, but battery drained out real noticeable when the grass thickened. I tested a full small yard in one charge, made it about 3/4 the way on a single battery before I had to swap to the second one. Real strength? The price to power ratio is insane at under $150, and the lightweight means zero fatigue even after a full mow. Real flaw? Battery life caps out at maybe 30 to 35 minutes of actual cutting on thick grass, so you're buying a second battery whether you like it or not. This is like being handed the key to a reliable used Honda Civic. It'll get you there dependably, but you're not taking a road trip on one tank. And the next pick on this list raises the bar significantly, priced at $149.99. This thing showed up and immediately impressed me. Sleek design, app-controlled, and here's the kicker, wire-free setup using RTK vision mapping. It handles up to a 1/4 acre, climbs 45% slopes, and has adjustable cutting heights from 2 to 3.6 inches. The zero-turn steering is designed to protect every blade of grass from damage. Let me walk you through my real tests. I set it up and used the app to map my yard. Took maybe 5 minutes to define the zones. Watched it run autonomously for an entire afternoon without me touching it. Performance was solid. Then I tested it on the slope in my backyard. Handled it way better than I expected. No slipping or stuttering. Real strength? It's genuinely autonomous. You literally let it loose, and it handles everything. The 20-zone app control is powerful for precise management. Real weakness? The battery isn't as powerful as the price tag suggests. On a larger property or thick American turf, you're charging multiple times a week. And at this price point, you'd expect more cutting power under the hood. This is like hiring an intern who shows up reliably, does the work without nagging, but sometimes needs a pep talk to handle the tough jobs. The next competitor on this list takes a completely different approach, priced at $999. Now, this is where things get interesting. The ANTHBOT M5 brings dual AI vision with RTK technology. It's actually seeing your yard, not just following a wire like older robots. Handles up to an 1/8 acre, climbs 45% slopes, and supports up to 20 work zones through the app. The package includes 5 replacement blades, which tells you it's expecting real work. Here's what I discovered. Setup was surprisingly beginner-friendly. The app walked me through everything step by step. I set it loose on my test yard, and it mapped intelligently, avoiding obstacles without getting confused. Then I cranked up the difficulty. Dense patches of uncut grass, tight corners near garden beds, even some equipment scattered around. The dual vision system adapted in real time. It didn't just follow a path. It reacted. I tested battery endurance across a full afternoon cycle, and it handled way more ground than I expected for the price. Real strength? The AI vision system is genuinely smart. It avoids obstacles better than the previous pick, and covers more ground faster. Real flaw? At this price point, you're still not getting the cutting power of a premium model, and the autonomous mowing schedule needs oversight on thick turf. It's like getting a really intelligent teenager to help with yard work. Smarter than you'd expect, willing to problem solve, but you still need to check the work. If you're a Tim's Top 5 channel member, you already got early access to this ranking last week, and next week's video is members only, which gets you exclusive access to voting on our next product category. What comes next is absolutely game-changing, priced at $679. Okay, we're stepping into the premium tier now. This is the ECOVACS GOAT, a 2000 wire-free robotic mower with dual LiDAR navigation, built-in edge trimming, and a 32 volts platform designed specifically for thick American grass like Bermuda and Zoysia. It covers up to 1/2 acre and charges fast with a 3.0 Ah battery. This is a legitimately sophisticated machine. Let me tell you what happened when I tested it. First impression, the build quality jumped up noticeably. Heavier, more solid, premium feel. I activated the LiDAR and mapped my entire test property in minutes with insane accuracy. The edge trimmer integrated into the design blew me away. It actually handles borders that other robots leave shaggy. Then I ran it through a full week of autonomous operation. The cutting power is substantially stronger than the previous models, even through overgrown sections. Real strength? The LiDAR dual navigation system is incredibly precise. Zero missed spots, zero confusion. The edge trimming feature is genuinely revolutionary for robot mowers, because most completely fail at borders. Real flaw? At $1.349, you're paying serious money, and half-acre coverage means the battery life still requires decent charging infrastructure. Plus, the learning curve on app features is steeper than budget models. This is like owning a luxury sedan. It gets you where you're going beautifully and handles every situation, but you're paying for features you might only use occasionally. And the final pick on this countdown? That's where this ranking completely changes gears. Priced at $1,349. And here we are, the Mammotion LUBA 3 AWD 5000. This isn't just a lawnmower, this is a statement. Tri-fusion navigation combining 360-degree LiDAR with RTK and dual-camera AI vision, all-wheel drive that climbs slopes up to 80%, and 165W cutting motors that actually think about grass density. It handles up to 1.25 acres and supports 50 distinct zones through the app. The moment it arrived, I knew this was a different class of machine. The weight distribution, the engineering, the sheer confidence of the design. Here's what I actually tested. I activated all three navigation systems simultaneously and watched it map my entire test property with laser precision. Then I put it through the hardest test, a slope I didn't think any robot could handle. This thing climbed it like a mountain goat with 4 independent motors. No slipping, no hesitation, no struggle. I tested the cutting power across dense, overgrown grass that would choke the previous models. The dual 165W motors with 6-blade discs adjusted cutting depth in real time based on what the AI cameras saw. It knew when grass was thick and powered through. Real strength? The sheer technological confidence. This machine handles terrain, weather, and grass density that would stop everything else on this list. The 300+ obstacle avoidance system means zero panicked moments. Real weakness? The price is premium, and you don't need this level of capability for a quarter-acre backyard. You'll pay for power you're not using. But if you actually have larger property or challenging terrain, this erases every compromise. This is like trading in your sedan for a capable truck. You suddenly realize what you were missing, and you wonder why every option before felt so limited. And that's the robot mower that made the rest look overpriced, priced at $3,299. There you have it, 5 lawnmowers ranked from budget cordless to premium automation. All the product links are down in the description. Grab your pick and transform that small yard. Like this video, subscribe to Tim's Top 5, and I'll see you next time.